Here we are.
And here we are, day 6 of 7. One more to go for you that are counting. Hello, welcome to Evolutionary TV. I'm your host, Terry Earthwind Nichols, along with the fabulous
Linda Vetras Nichols.
Oh, yes, it's true. She is. So, we've had a fun 5 days so far, and here's number 6. So, we're kind of related to this CR process. So, what is that? Repetitive Behavior Cellular Regression is a trademark service, registered trademark with the United States government. And it is an online question and answer sequencing tool that, when utilized over an audiovisual device, similar to what we're doing right now, a person who has lost memories from their childhood who trigger severe repetitive behaviors later on in life for a lot of our clients, they find peace. Linda?
Yep, inner peace. And we're big on inner peace. At least I'm big on inner peace. He's a bigger picture guy, has a projector. He's big on world peace. And I say, well, you can't have world peace without inner peace, right?
That's true. That's true. So the CR process, what are the outcomes? So big deal. You got a process, Terry. Linda, that's fine. You've been around since 2012. Good for you. All right. So what's the big deal? What are the outcomes? Tell us about that. Well, there's a thing out there called the HIPAA Act. Keeps us from telling names, confidentiality. But here's some stories with some outcomes, 3 of them that we picked for you tonight, for you to think about, perhaps resonate with, and maybe reach out to us or one of our 48 practitioners and master practitioners in 12 countries. Just saying. So let's start with number 1. This woman was a very successful executive who woke up every day since early childhood of her life, exceptional student in high school, graduated with honors at college, master's program, exceptional executive. Woke up every morning in an anxiety attack that today was the day she would be fired and she'd have to go home and be just a mom. Nothing wrong with being a mom.
Nope.
That's kind of the wrong motivation to be a mom.
Well, it meant no money, which meant that she and her child would starve.
Right? What does that mean? How could that happen? Somebody bug them every day? No, it happened once. And that one-time highly emotional event caused an amnesic situation where the mind, being a protector that it is, decided, okay, miss, we're going to keep you from remembering this ever again. So it shuts off the neural pathway or that roadway back to get that memory so that you can't find it anymore, and starts protecting you. Well, she was a very young girl when this happened. Okay, so she didn't. Not only did it create an amnesic event, the person who said the not too well thought of words didn't know that he had hurt his daughter severely. Mm-hmm. So there was no remorse. So what are you going to say? Mother, I'm sorry I ruined their daughter. He didn't even know something happened. Mom didn't know either. Okay. So when we found this amnesic memory, see, most people, I'm going to let you talk about how behavioral health helps people with memories, and then we'll talk about CR real quick. Linda?
You mean like the difference of psychologists?
Coming in the front and the sides.
Yes,
yeah.
That's interesting. Psychologists go from the front of the brain with talk therapy back and hope they get back. People who do modalities like NLP, EMDR, EFT, they're going in from the side and getting down a little ways. And we come from the back of the brain forward. And that makes us completely different from anything else that we've seen going on out there.
Yeah, so wait a minute. What do you mean back of the brain forward? You drill a hole? No, we don't. We use the 5 senses. That's back here in the brainstem. That's the beginning of life. Those sensory things that we appreciate every day is where we look first. And what's associated back there is early childhood and those different memories. So we come in what we call the back door without getting too technical. We just want you to be able to grasp the basics. And when we come into the back door of this woman's memory, and it was all opened up to her and seeing the face of her father very clearly and identifying him, then going through the neutralization process, etc. She's off and running now, wakes up every day rocking and rolling. Happy mother, a very, very successful executive, and what's turned out to be a real good friend of ours. So that's one outcome of something happening.
I'm gonna jump in here real quick, because with the senses, there are some modalities that have you feel like where in your body you're having a sensation, and that's not what we're talking about. We're just having people bring up a memory and then list without description, like what are they smelling? That's our first one, right? And it's just the facts, and that's what keeps people out of emotion, and having their eyes closed extra help there. And when they do arrive at that memory, it's freeze framing the memory as well, which we've talked about earlier this week, and even in our series in December, 12 Days to Relief.
So we're going to go a little long tonight because we really want to get these 3 stories out to you. The second story is a veteran who called me on the phone with a loaded gun to his head and said, I quit. I'm not doing this anymore. Either you help me or this is it. And I said, fine, I'm going to help you right now, and we're going to get it done. And within a couple of minutes, I had him in veteran speak, secure and make the weapon safe. I told him, sit down in the chair you're in, put the gun on the floor on one side and the magazine on the other. You can lock and load whenever you want. And then I want you to come up on your computer and let's connect. We connected through Skype. About 3.5, 4 hours later, we found out what happened to him in very early childhood that triggered the suicide ideation of a combat veteran and complex PTSD, along with some other things that he was dealing with. Self-medications of bottles of booze every day, drugs, everything. Okay? That's all stopped now. That's 5 years ago. No more suicide ideation. He has no guns in his house. Period. Okay? 5 years ago. No getting up in the morning, no waking up in the middle of the night flailing while his wife jumps onto the floor to keep from getting hit. None of that anymore. That's an incredible outcome. And the third one is kind of special to us. Another close friend of ours over the years lost a complete year of her youth. A whole year just disappeared. Okay, she can remember the year before and the year after on, but not that year. That just went blank.
She was able to.
Right, and through the CR process, we found out what happened in a highly emotional event that occurred in her home, and neutralized that. Went through the CR process 30-day VIP program, which you're all welcome to check out if you want. And the outcome is she's got her life back. She has a complete history of her life, and she's really a happy, successful woman now, and we love her to death. And this has been 2012, 2019, so a good 7 years now that she's been with us and around us, and dear friend. Okay, that's three outcomes. Not too bad. We're up to 9 minutes now. We're going to cut off for tonight. Tomorrow night, don't miss tomorrow night. Linda's going to talk about some very cool stuff. Pain body, the soul, the ego. Very, very interesting. Any last thoughts for tonight, hon?
Well, what I am talking about tomorrow night has really helped my clients, my book in 30 days coaching clients, or just when I'm coaching. It's helped them so much. It's been pretty incredible, and I've been able to tap into some of the trauma that they've experienced as kids through that work, and help them to basically release it. So it's been pretty fascinating in understanding the pain body versus the ego versus what I call walking at the level of the soul, and the incredible inner peace from understanding those three things.
That's it for tonight. Evolutionary TV is here for you. We've got another day. Come join us.